Triple H has done a lot of good things since taking over main roster creative for WWE since summer of 2022. However, he has done one WWE star a disservice in this video. I'm going to tell you who that is and how Triple H is screwing up big time, because Triple H has made a lot of positive changes since taking over main roster creative from Vince McMahon. Let's go back summer of 2022. The Hush Money scandal involving Vince McMahon broke. It really changed the course of history going forward, because he resigned and then forced his way back in January of 2023 before being added back to the board of directors. Stephanie McMahon, she bailed again, but he left Triple H in charge while he was working his magic behind the scenes. Then they sold the TKO. Obviously, the Janelle Grant lawsuit was filed against Vince McMahon. He got the boot, and Triple H, well, he took back control over things, because when Triple H took over creative in the summer of 2022, he didn't overnight sweeping changes. He didn't do that. It was very calculated. He took his time. He slowly but surely introduced changes. And then when Vinnie Mac came back, and most notably the Raw after WrestleMania was making changes, everybody got scared again. But Triple H, he stayed the course, and he's done just fine. And really, since Vince McMahon resigned from TKO, he's really implemented a lot of changes. Obviously, Kevin Dunn's gone. The product is better. The morale is better. Everyone has praised the work of Triple H. Now, there are some who have criticized him, most notably for missing out on getting Mercedes Moné, Will Ospreay, and Okada, all of which have signed with the rival promotion AEW. Reportedly, Triple H didn't see Will Ospreay as a top star. He just saw him as a good worker. He didn't see him as a good promo. And lowballed him, reportedly. He thought the brand of WWE was going to be the calyx behind signing Okada. And he was not willing to pay Mercedes Moné the money that she felt that she deserved. So there's been a lot of positives. There's been some hiccups. But for the most part, WWE's business is on fire under Triple H. However, if we look at one WWE star, it's very clear they have put him on the back burner. They have put him on the back burner so much that it's actually incredible what's happened over the last 6 months or so. This is not even a Vince McMahon to Triple H transition where Triple H doesn't see this guy as in the same light as Vince McMahon. It's not even that. I mean, he went from booking this guy pretty strongly to not strongly at all. So who are we talking about? Well, we're talking about Solo Sikoa, member of the Bloodline. Now, he is brothers with the Usos. He is a son of Rikishi. When he signed with WWE, when he was part of the NXT 2.0 generation of talent, he was slowly but steadily pushed in NXT under Shawn Michaels. Okay, keep in mind, this was around the time that the NXT 2.0, which really did not work. They've maintained some of this, but not most of what they were doing at the time. But Solo Sikoa was a person who benefited from this type of booking where you introduce new talent with not a lot of wrestling background, although Solo is the exception, obviously, due to his connections. Now look, Solo Sikoa made his main roster debut at Clash of the Castle in September of 2022 in the main event when Roman Reigns was helped by Solo Sikoa to retain his undisputed WWE Universal Championship over Drew McIntyre. He cost Drew McIntyre the title, and he was pushed strongly ever since then. He was the quiet, mercenary, muscle-type guy for the Bloodline. Did all of Roman Reigns' dirty work when the Usos just couldn't cut it, and it was a really good role. Then, in late 2023, he entered in a program, his biggest program to date, which was against John Cena. He destroyed John Cena. But then, he's been booked lacklusterly on SmackDown. Rarely used in matches, and when doing so, he does jobs. In fact, here's a fun fact for you. According to CageMatch.net, Solo has lost, or he did lose, 14 matches in 2023 following his win over John Cena at Crown Jewel. He has gone 0-16 as recording of this video thus far in 2024. He is on a losing streak record of 30 plus matches. Okay? Now, his last TV match, as the recording of this video, was a loss to LA Knight on the January 26th episode of SmackDown. I'm recording this in late March. Okay? Why has Triple H just completely dropped the ball on booking Solo Sikoa? I don't have an answer for you. I don't know why. I think Solo Sikoa has a lot of potential in him. I think he clearly needs to work on his mic skills, although he's not given many opportunities to show what he can do, and that's not a bad thing. A lot like Umaga, his uncle, they didn't give him a lot of promo time, and they didn't need so, right? He was the Samoan bulldozer. He crushed people. Such a great gimmick. But with Solo, he is the wise man. He has Paul Heyman if he needs to talk, right? And when he does talk, it means something. So at least they're keeping that aspect up. Triple H is doing something right there. But I don't understand, because he's a pretty good worker. It's not like he's a bad wrestler. He looks the part of a pro wrestler. He acts the part of a pro wrestler. He's great in his role as the mercenary. I just don't understand, why you're having him lose at all these house shows. I understand you need top draws and everything, but at least give the man like a DQ finish, right? Why are we beating the man cleanly? That's what I need to know. That's what I don't understand. I think Triple H could absolutely enhance him. They could get him on the right track. A flip of a switch, right? Why they've gone down the road that they have with Solo, I don't know. But I'm hoping that in 2024, at least the latter part of it, things will turn around. Because Solo Sikoa deserves to have a big push. He fits the part. He has the part. He stays out of trouble. He's a hard worker. There's no bad backstage reports regarding him. It's not like he has a personality issue, whether it's conduct or whatnot, or getting arrested or anything like that. I don't understand it, but I hope that WWE does something with Solo Sikoa soon.